Hi, I'm Beth Pipe, and welcome to Managing Conflict and Difficult Situations. It's an interesting topic to tackle because I can't think there's many of us who go, yay, difficult situation, must get into that. But we all have to face them on hopefully not a daily basis, but on a regular basis as part of our working lives. So what I'm going to aim to do during this session, which will run for around 50 minutes or so, is to just explore conflict and difficult situations from nipping it in the bud through to dealing with actual conflict when we're faced with it. So the things that we're going to cover in this session are we're going to look at common causes of conflict. So thinking about what is that are common reasons for conflict to occur so we can be ready for some of those. And I'm going to be aiming to try and give you tips and ideas and things to watch for as much as I can throughout this session, as well as suggesting from time to time that you pause the slides and have a think, or pause the presentation and have a think, maybe jot some things down. It's another great way to try and get more from the session. So we're going to try and identify the cost, or we will identify the cost of unresolved conflict. And I've got some quite scary statistics for you for that. We're going to look at the difference between conflict and opposition. And it's really interesting because I'll quite often get asked, people will say, oh, Beth, can you deliver me a session on how to avoid conflict in the workplace? And usually, depending on how well I know the person, I'll reply along the lines with something like, okay, do you avoid conflict in your life in general? Have you ever fallen out with your partner, your nearest and dearest, or your parents or your siblings? And the answer is usually, well, no, of course I've fallen out with them from time to time. So which my reply is, well, why do you think you're not going to have conflict in the workplace? Conflict will happen. It is a thing that happens, but it's just a ways that we can manage it to stop it escalating and keep it under control. So just, I think, viewing it as changing our view from something that it doesn't need to be avoided, but it can be resolved and we can deal with it meaningfully.